Hello friends, we are here to make a gorgeous new card today with our I have a new stamp set called Courage and Faith, and I received it as a prize at a retreat I went to this weekend with my friend Patience Holt. It was super fun, and we received the Masterfully Made designer paper. It was definitely on my list. I just hadn't, and I had purchased it, but I didn't have it yet. So it was a great weekend just to experiment with that paper and come up with lots of pretty cards made with it. So we're going to make this cute one today, and then stay tuned to the end because I'm going to show you the cards that we made at the retreat. They're so gorgeous. So I am working with this stamp set called Courage and Faith. There's a lot of things you can do with it. You've got lots of different options for sentiments, and then you can add your details as you wish. My name is Kay Cogbill. My business is Paper Made Prettier. You can find me there on my blog and also on Facebook and YouTube. I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see my videos every week showing you new fun projects. All right, so we're going to start with a Misty Moonlight card base. I love that this color returned to the Stampin' Up line. It was very popular as an in color, and it's just as popular as a returning color. I'm so happy to be using it again. So I've cut a piece of this Masterfully Made paper, just 5 1/4 by 4, very simple. And we're going to pop that down to our Misty Moonlight base. Now I want to show you this designer paper. It is fabulous. It is called Masterfully Made, and I can imagine how much fun the designer had making this pack of paper. So they obviously tore different papers and then probably photographed it to make this, or digital, I don't know exactly how it's done, but it's the coolest. We have these little paper flowers. This page, this is one of my favorite pages. It just, I don't know, I love all those colors. But it's bold and bright, but also fun and floral. So I think it will appeal to most crafters. And if it's definitely different than any that we've had before. So just dive in. If it's something that you're not used to, dive in and try it. I was so happy to do that this weekend and came up with so many pretty cards. All right, so we're going to start here with ice. I cut this circle with my Stylish Shapes dies. I used the biggest circle there. And we're going to use the May the Lord Bless You and Keep You. And I'm going to stamp it right in the center of my circle. Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. Stamping it right in the circle. And then I'm going to take this little frond and stamp it around the scripture just to kind of gussy it up a little bit. Isn't that wonderful? And then I'm going to turn it. They gave you 2 different fronds, but I don't know. I just turned mine, but if you wanted the fronds to be pointing the same way, I kind of like the whole circular look, but if you wanted them to be pointing the same way, you have 2 different ones. All right, so we are going to, now this looks fine. Like, to keep it cute and simple, you could leave it as is, but I wanted to give it a little bit more interest, so I cut a a Radiating Stitches dies rectangle. I love those dies. You've seen them all over. They're very popular. They're part of our online exclusives, so you'll only find those online. StampinUp.com. You can shop with me at my shop here link that I provided you. So that's the best place to get your Stampin' Up goodies, is with me. You get free PDFs from time to time. Just lots of fun when you're shopping with me. Now we're going to pop this piece of ribbon. Now this ribbon is pretty thick, so I chose to use it in this way rather than tie a bow. You can tie a bow, it's fine. Or if I were using it, I'd probably tie a knot, but I love this little, I don't know, I won't call it a trick, just a little way to use your ribbon. So I'm gonna hold that down there with my Stampin' Seal. I'm gonna grab a small piece of tear and tape, and here I'm just using it as tape, not using the double stickiness of it. I'm just using it to stick something down. I do this all the time. I honestly probably use tear and tape more for that than to put boxes together. I love to make cards. I make boxes sometimes, but mostly cards. That was super crooked. Okay, I feel better now. Now what we're gonna do is pop this little circle down with our Stampin' Dimensionals. Pop that onto our card. And then voila, we have our card made. Now I'm going to add I've got some of these in color dots. I'm gonna add this one. It's actually boho blue, but it looks perfect with Misty Moonlight. We're gonna make our little triangle with our dots here, and then we'll put one down here to complete that triangle. So you've got your embellishments. I want this over here actually. I don't know why, it just feels better. Okay, so you can see I varied the designer paper piece here. This has a little bit more pinks and blues. This has reds and yellows. They both look fabulous with this Misty Moonlight. Now you would want to put a piece of white inside, and you can even put a little strip of your designer paper there just to fancy it up a little bit. So I want to show you the cards I made at my retreat. Now this is using the whole Masterfully Made suite. So that comes with the Masterfully Made designer paper that I showed you, but also the Gorgeously Made stamp set. Love it. I love this. Love this. And you've got some really cool dies in here. And it's also going to come with these adhesive backed sequins, which I'll show you. They're sort of like, let me see if it tells you what colors there are. Page 141. I'm guessing, I can guess the colors, but let's see if it tells us. And those sequins. Pretty Peacock, Berry Burst, and White. Pretty much go with the greens and the pinks, and obviously white goes with everything. So you want to get this whole suite, okay? It's $70.75. And then you can add on the Courage and Faith stamp set. That's an standalone set, okay? So you're adding it up here. It's the suite plus the Courage and Faith. Then I would suggest the Radiating Stitches dies and Misty Moonlight cardstock and ink. You're going to be up to about $145. But the reason I'm telling you this now is June only. You can get the starter kit, $155 for only $99, okay? So you can get $155 in products for only $99, no shipping, just tax. So that's fantastic. And then you could make some of these cool cards with the Masterfully Made suite. These are the ones that I made at the retreat. We've got some cool dies. You can bring in other stamp sets that you'd like. You've got about $10 left over. You could grab up this ribbon. It's like got the 3 colors of ribbon. I love this one. It's a little pocket card. Isn't that neat? And my friend Patience is so creative with all her designs. We even have a little slimline card, and you can see you can use that stamp set to really pop things into the inside there. So go ahead and pick up the whole suite, the Courage and Faith stamp set, the Stitches dies, or the Stylish Shapes dies, your Misty Moonlight cardstock and ink, and then you'll still have $10 to spend. And you'll only pay $99 for that plus tax. The link to do that is right here in this video. If you're not sure, if you have any questions and are curious about the starter kit, you do not have to sell anything. You can just shop happily and then use your discount in the future as long as you meet those minimums. So it's super easy to do. I have a team of about 45 people, and only about 5 of them have classes and sell products. Mostly people just sell to themselves. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and we will see you next week. Bye.